Guys, welcome to my channel. In this channel we provide the in-depth knowledge of different programming languages like C, C++, Java, Python, etc., which differentiate you with others. In our series of C programming language, today we are going to discuss something known as break statement. It's a small topic but very important. Let's start. What is break? Break is a keyword. Now what is keyword? Keyword is a word whose meaning is already defined to the machine. We often come across situations where we want to jump out of a loop instantly without waiting to get back to the condition test. The keyword break allows us to do this. What does it mean? By default, when a loop executes, it always executes when the condition is true. As the condition fails, the loop terminates. But there are certain situations where we have to come out of the loop instantly without waiting to get back to the condition test. Now what are those conditions that we are going to discuss in few minutes? This can be done with the help of break keyword. Whenever break is encountered inside any loop, make it clear one thing in your mind. This break can be used in two places in C language. Either you can use break in loops or either you can use break in switch case. There is no third place where you can use this break statement or a break keyword. If you try to use, you will get an error, misplaced break. So make it very clear in your mind, break always used in loops or switch case. Common sense वाली बात. If I am saying कि break this, so what you want to break? You want to break a loop or a switch case. You cannot break a program. Na? So whenever break is encountered inside any loop, automatically the control automatically passes to the next statement after the closing brace of the loop. Usually break is associated with if statement. Usually, but it's not a rule. Now let's see. Try to understand this break statement using one program. Here we are trying to get or trying to check whether the number entered by the user is a prime number or not. Let's start. Hash include stdio.h int main int num comma I printf enter the number. Now what is printf here? Printf is a predefined function which is used to transfer the data to the standard output device that is known as monitor. So when we write printf enter the number, a message will be displayed on the screen. Next line we are scanning one number with the help of scanf predefined function. What is scanf? Scanf is a predefined function which is used to take input from the standard input device that is known as keyboard. Scanf %i and of num. I equal to 2 while I is less than equal to num minus 1. So here we are trying to check whether the number entered is a prime number or not. Now what is prime number? Any number if it is divisible by 1 or itself is a prime number. For example 5, 7. These are the example of prime numbers. Let's check one by one. Suppose user enter 5. Now when I write I is less than equal to num minus 1. Now let's try to check with the help of. Now here if I write num, let's try with 4. 4 is not a prime number. I is 2 less than or equal to 4 minus 1. If num is what? 4. 4 modulus I is what? 2 is equal to 0. Condition satisfied. What is modulus? Modulus gives the remainder of two numbers or two operands. 4 divided by 2 you will get 0 is equal to 0. It will display printf not a prime number and it will break. Now whenever a break encounter inside the loop, it takes control to the next statement after the closing brace of the loop. So it will terminate the loop. So this is a situation where we have to terminate the loop abnormally or in the between only we have to terminate the loop. Okay, any doubt you can ask me, otherwise we will move further. So what is break? Break is a keyword. Whenever encountered inside the loop, it takes control to the next statement after the closing brace of a loop. But now one more important thing about break is the keyword break breaks the control only from the while in which it is placed. What does it mean? If you are using break inside a nested loop, make it very clear in your mind, break will loop the current loop in which it is used. It will not break the outer loop. Now in this example we are having two nested loop, while I++ less than equal to 50, while J++ less than equal to 100. What we are saying, if J is equal to 75, then break, otherwise print the value of I and J. So when J is equal to 75, it encounters the break statement and the control comes back to the next statement after the closing brace of for loop. Which for loop? We are talking about this for loop. So this break always work with this while loop, not this while loop. Okay, break always break the current loop in which it is used. Okay, getting my point? Here when J is equal to 75, break takes control outside the inner loop only, since it is placed inside the inner loop. This is your inner loop and this is your outer loop. Okay, any doubt you can ask me in the comment box. I will try to reply it as early as possible. So what is break? Break is a keyword. Whenever encountered inside the loop, it takes control to the next statement of after the closing brace of loop. Any doubt you can ask me. Otherwise we will stop here. In next class we will try to cover continuous statement, which is working just opposite to the break statement. If you like the contents of this channel, please like, share and subscribe as much you can. It will motivate us. Thank you very much.